how women make men fall in love. Emotional safety, that's going in soul bond, the highest tier. So as a man, right, we never want to show vulnerability, right? We always want to be tough. We always want to be the rock. We want to have this betrayal like nothing phases us, like we're Superman. But at the end of the day, a man is only human, right? Everybody has moments where they might partially break down, they might fully break down. And when a woman provides a space where she lets the man be vulnerable, but doesn't use it against them, right? Because and women know this instinctually, right? Like as a woman, you probably thinking like you want a dude who shows his emotional side. Now, of course, as a man, you don't want a man who just does this all the time, right? You don't want a man who just constantly breaking down, because then you feel like as a woman you can't break down. I get that, but if you can provide a space where the man can put down the mask a little bit, right? That's why I got Batman here with Catwoman. He could put down the mask a little bit, but she still respects him and she doesn't shame him for it, because she knows, you know what I'm saying, he'll put himself together. But just when you provide that space, it lets the man truly fall in love with you on a deeper level. If you don't provide that space, he's not going to fall in love with you on a deep level, just being honest. Our next we have soft with the backbone. Me personally, I'm gonna put this one in soul bond tier, right? So I think if a man has a higher purpose, right, or he believes he has a higher purpose, right? Who's to say whose purpose is higher, whatever. If you believe you has a higher purpose as a man, you're gonna want a woman who, yes, she's soft with you, right, but she has a backbone. She's just not here following anybody. Like, she chose you to follow for a reason, because she trusts and respects you. Now, as a woman, yeah, you can't just be following any old dude who says, hey, I'm the top guy, follow me. Like, nah, if he's not worthy, if you don't deem him worthy of following, don't follow him. Don't be soft with him. But I think a man with a purpose wants a woman who, yes, is soft with him, follows him and all that, but she still has enough of a backbone to stand up for herself. Or else you can't even really feel safe or comfortable sending her into society, because you're like, well, you know what I'm saying, if she just bends to anybody's will, she could easily just get manipulated. And now as a man, you constantly thinking like, dang, you know, you want to be able to have a woman who is a little bit independent. In my opinion, a little bit of independency from a woman who could show that she could stand on her own 2 feet, you know, mentally to some degree. That is extremely attractive, just being real. All right, next we have intimacy. So intimacy, this is mandatory as well, right? Like when you have a moment with the girl where, yes, there's physical intimacy combined with emotional intimacy. When you have a mixture of both of these, it creates an extremely strong memory, right? And especially when you're looking her in the eyes and you're connected physically, but now you're also connecting emotionally. It just makes a situation where the man always has that memory captured, right? And that is an extremely strong memory that lasts with a man, unless he's done this thousands of times. You know, I don't know. But those strong memories, they last a long time. This is why it's so hard for dudes to, not everybody, but it's so hard for people in general, men and women, to detach from certain relationships when they have all these moments of intimacy. And if a woman provides that with a man, he's going to start to fall in love. If there's both of those, if it's just one, it might not happen. Our next we have vulnerability. Again, for most men, this one is going to go in soul bond tier. Now, this is like the flip side of emotional safety, right? The woman being vulnerable. Now, this doesn't mean trauma dumping. Like, if you just trauma dump on a dude, I mean, you know, that might work. But to me, being vulnerable, like, a dude wants to feel like he can help you. And I'm not saying this isn't like a damsel in distress type of thing. If you don't need any help, that's awesome. But being a little bit vulnerable, that lets the dude know that, dang, okay, she trusts you. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't have her guard up fully. So that kind of lets him put his guard down a little bit too. All right, next we have private validation. To me, this one is, I think this one is timing dependent, right? Like, yeah, some validation should be public. Some validation, you should be telling the world, like, hey, this your man. You feel me? Like, if a girl never posts me on her story at all, or like she don't even post the fact that she got a dude on her story at all, just being real, I'm looking at that a little bit sideways, because I know how the game go. But at the same time, you should also have private validation. Like, every single time we're on a date, you're taking a picture and posting on your story. I mean, do what you want to do, but like, that just seems a little bit performative. I get it. The world we live in, everything is performative. So that's why I said it's timing dependent. get it, you know what I'm saying, do what you want to do. But that private validation lets the man know, like, she, you know what I'm saying, like, there is something to be said about loving somebody in private. All right, next we have low accessibility. A lot of dudes are going to disagree with this. They're going to be like, no, I want a girl who's always available for me at any time. And yes, you do want a woman who has a lot of availability for you. But at the same time, once a man is emotionally attached, right, with low accessibility can sometimes read as a man. Now, don't fake this. Like, if you're a woman, you're like, oh, well, I hung out with this dude Friday and Saturday, so I'm not going to hang out with him Sunday. That's not what I'm saying at all. But, like, by low accessibility, I mean you have stuff to do, right? Like, you're doing things. That shows it, okay, you actually have a life out of just following me 24/7. Now, look, maybe following the dude 24/7 is your life. Like, maybe you're helping him 24/7. Hey, that's cool too. But, like, if you don't have anything going on, it really gets to a point. Like, it gets to a point where it's like, dang, this girl has no life. But some dudes like that, so I'll put that in the to a point tier. All right, next we have gift giving. To me, this one is low key. This one to me is time independent. Like, what I mean by this is, if the dude is a little bit emotionally attached to you, right, and you give him a gift, this shows that you care and that, you know, you actually know what he wants and what he needs. Or like, if you maybe take the dude out on a date and you pay for the date, this shows the man that you like him for more than, you know, maybe his car or, you know, his money or whatever his status. Like, you're really showing that you like him for him. And as a man, right, when a girl shows you like, dang, she really likes me for me. Now, obviously understand, yes, everything that you are is everything that you are, right? So, you know, a woman might like you because you're confident, right? Is that liking you for you? A woman might like you because you're popular. Is that liking you for you? I think it kind of is. But what it really speaks to is she wants to invest in you, right? She's not just taking from you. And men really appreciate this. Like, I low-key, like, I'm telling you, I remember every single gift a woman has ever given me. Just being real. I remember every time a woman has paid for it and taken me on a date. I remember pretty much maybe not every single time, but pretty much every single time. Because it really shows, like, dang, like, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? A man shouldn't always have to be the one paying for the date, in my opinion. All right, next we have playful tension. Again, some dudes are going to disagree with this. I'm like, no, I want a girl who, you know, she doesn't play around with me at all. Nah, playful tension. Like, the text you can't really see, but it says, I miss you already. And then the girl's like, you should. Like, nah, it's nothing wrong with a little bit of sass. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes it interesting. The same way women want tension, men want tension too. Like, if everything is boring, bro, that's, I get it. Some people are going to say, well, boring love is long love. Yeah, I mean, nobody said it's going to be a roller coaster of emotions 24/7. That's not what I'm saying. But playful tension is going to find its way in a relationship regardless. I don't care what nobody says. So if y'all have playful tension, if y'all have playful tension, cool. You know what I'm saying? Playful tension. You know what I'm saying? Maybe maybe the girl's teasing you a little bit, like, and, you know, y'all joking back and forth, poking a little fun at each other. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Makes things interesting a little bit. You know, now if it gets disrespectful, that's something else. But if there's no tension, trust me, tension will find y'all relationship. Our next, being a prize. To me, this one is true to a point, right? Like, yes, I know dudes, you're going to say, well, I'm a man, I'm a prize. And girls going to say, I'm a woman, I'm a prize. I feel like, as a man, right, I feel like I'm a prize. I really feel like, hey, I am a prize. But at the same time, I want a woman who feels like a prize to me. Just being real. Some people are going to say, well, she shouldn't feel like a prize. She should feel like, I don't know, like, they're going to say, why do you need a prize? People are just lying and capping. Yes, men want a woman who feels like a prize. He wants to feel like he won him a trophy. The same way a woman wants to feel like she won her a trophy. It's just a human thing, right? No one wants to feel like they settled for second place. Just being real. Now, the reality of the world is sometimes it is what it is. But you always want the ideal. That's why I put this one in to a point. Like, yeah, now, if someone's fully evolved, then I guess, yeah, maybe they'll just want you completely for you and nothing to do with any type of superficial prize element to you. Sure, right? That's why I didn't put this in the highest tier. But given that we're all human and we're all imperfect to the most part, I put this one into a point because to a point it does matter. All right, next we have making him wait. Again, dudes are gonna get mad at me, but this one I will put in it to a point. Now again, this one isn't to a point because, yes, I don't like, again, just because, you know, a woman that gives it up, like in like the first date or the second date, that really means nothing to me personally. Because I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like if you make the woman comfortable and that happens, cool. But at the same time, I'm not going to act like, as a woman, I would say you want him to be emotionally, you want him to like you for you emotionally and your personality, right? As well as the punani. If he just likes the punani, he's not going to really love you for you. Now, this doesn't mean that he can't start off like you for the punani and then fall in love with your personality as well, because that has happened. But I would advise you to like kind of see and trying to gauge if does he actually like you and your personality. So sometimes maybe make him wait. Now again, I put this one into a point because if this is if you're a woman with options, you're probably dating a dude with options, right? So if you're dating a dude with options and y'all going like 4 weeks or like 3 or 4 dates, well, I won't say 3, but like 4 or 5 dates and no action, he's probably gonna, again, maybe he's not, but just being realistic, he's probably dating other women the same way you might be dating other men, right? And he's probably cracking them. So that's why I said it gets to a point, because the only dudes who will really stick around with this for that long are going to be dudes who they don't really mind because they're already making, you know what I'm saying, they're already cracking other girls, or dudes who have no other options. So you're the only girl that they can even talk to. So he's going to wait because he has no other choice. So it's to a point. Like, it does build the fact of him falling in love with your personality, but you don't want to abuse this, because then you're going to be getting extreme polar forces. You're not going to be getting dudes in the middle at all. All right, next we have reputation. I do think that this does matter to a point, right? What I mean by that is it kind of, the same way as a man, you know, your reputation can matter to a point. As a woman, it can too. Now, again, it's not that end all be all. Like, people always say stuff like, because at the end of the day, you know, there's going to be a dude out there who accepts anything, right? There's going to be a dude out there who doesn't care. There's going to be a dude out there who is shameless. And sometimes a dude is shameless because his ego is so big that he literally feels no shame. And there's some dudes who are shameless because their ego is so small and they think those smally of themselves that they have no shame. So it depends. But the reputation for most dudes, just being honest, is going to cap out where they're going to class you at. Now, everyone's reputational thing that they can deal with is different, right? Like, you know, if someone's a big celebrity, he's probably not going to care that much about a woman's reputation because his reputation is probably crazy, right? But if some dude's just you know what I'm saying, like a dude, an average Joe, he might care about a woman's reputation maybe because he's worried about, you know, I was going to look to his peers. So reputation does matter to an extent to where most dudes feel like they can fully get invested with you. But at the same time, I put this one into a point because if a woman's doing these things at the top, I'm sorry, most dudes are just going to still fall in love. It doesn't matter what a woman's reputation is if she's doing these things at the top. All right, next we have independence. This one depends on a guy. Like, I'm not putting this one in delusion. There are some dudes who like women with independence. To me, this is soft with a backbone with a lot less softness. Like, I'm gonna be honest, if a girl can be somewhat independent, like, that's kind of cool because then you don't have to constantly be thinking, you know, thinking in a 360-degree radius at all times. Now, as a man, yeah, you're gonna want to think that way at all times anyway because you want to be able to see the woman's blind spots. But if a woman can showcase some moments of independence, for some dudes, that's cool, because then, you know, like, you got to think long term, right? If you were having kids, sometimes the kid's just going to be with the mom. The mom has to be able to, you know what I'm saying, navigate the world, and she has to put on her 360 degrees to protect the kids. You know what I'm saying? The man protecting the woman protects the kids, or, you know, however you want to live your life. But if you want to live your life that way, then you want a woman who is somewhat independent. You don't want a woman who just, like, has no, and it's like she's calling you for everything. Like, we get it, especially if you're young. I get it, but just saying long term. All right, next we have having a rotation. depends on the guy, bro. Like, I'm not finna cap. Yeah, I can't put it in delusion because there's some dudes where they're like, they see a girl has a bunch of options and now they're gonna try harder. I'm sorry, they're gonna try harder. The same way that when women see dudes who have a lot of girls, they try harder. Dudes do the same thing. Now, it doesn't, not to the same extent, right? Because if a dude has a lot of options himself and he sees a woman winning a rotation, it depends. If he's winning, he's not really finna care. But it gets to a point where the dude is gonna be like, the problem with this one is if he has one girl and they're all being equal, but one has a rotation, the other one doesn't, he's gonna go with the one without the rotation because he's gonna feel more secure. Just being honest. Now, some dudes still feel secure no matter what, but most dudes are just gonna go with the one without a rotation because they'll feel more secure. But yeah, all right. Next we have power games. This one's going in delusion. Like, no, this is delusional, and this goes for anybody. Like, but this video is for a woman, so I'm just speaking on for women trying to make a man fall in love. Power games is not the way to go. When you do power games, right, like you're really just building more separation. Now you might spike certain emotions in them, right? You might spike something short term, like, oh, what is she talking about? Like, what? But eventually it's gonna get back to baseline, or he's gonna have another woman who's just giving him positive emotions. He's gonna jump off your negative roller coaster emotions and ride with her. So like the power games only really work on dudes who have weak wills or dudes who don't have a lot of options, because eventually like the power games they never work long term. That's just like a short term little fix. All right, next we have cooking and cleaning. To me, I'm gonna put this one in to a point, right? Like, it's not gonna flip a dude over, in my opinion, but low key is time independent. I ain't finna lie. Like, if you do this at the right time, it's really gonna make the dude feel like, dang, like she's really taking care of me, right? Again, as much as dudes are gonna cap, they want a woman who sometimes takes care of them. Just being real. So if a woman, you know, she cooks for you and stuff like that, she cleans for you, it shows an investment on her part. And when a woman invests, the man feels like now he can invest more. All right, next we have having a title. This is delusional. Like trying to tell a dude like, oh, what are we? Bro, just go based off his actions. If his actions are giving, he's not taking you on any dates. He doesn't want to take you on any dates. He doesn't really invest in you at all. You suddenly giving him a title like, oh, we go together now. It's not going to change anything. He's still going to do what he wants to do. Just being real. So that's just delusional. In my opinion, yeah, I think the dude should ask should ask the girl out, I guess. I mean, do what y'all want to do, honestly. I don't really care. But don't think that, oh, just because y'all have a title or you forced a title upon him, that it actually means anything. Like, not for sure. If you want something more, let him know, like, where is this going? Like, you know what I'm saying? I want something more. And then let him take the next steps. You know, if not, or you're just going to ride on his wave. But a title doesn't really mean as much as the actual bond in real time. Next, we have thirst traps. To me, this one is low-key. Like, it depends on a guy, but it's low-key delusional. Like, any dude worth his salt, right? Any dude worth his salt. Like, yeah, we get it. You bad for sure. But if he pulled you and you're bad, he could pull another bad girl. Just being real. So you doing this thirst trap, like, oh, look at me, I'm bad. Look what you're missing out on. It's gonna spark a little bit of short term, like, dang, I kind of want to get her back. But if he's really that guy, he's gonna have another bad joint too. So the little thirst trap, it puts you on his mental, but he's not finna fall in love with you just because you posted a thirst trap. Just being real. Now, we love to see it, but it don't really make us fall in love. Just a quick little video. Let me know what y'all think. I had to do something for the ladies. I also